Hey guys, what's up? It's Ryan here. I'm doing a guitar tutorial on the song 31 and 7s by I Killed the Prom Queen off their new album. I know this song has been released and has been out for a while, but I looked around. I didn't see tabs for it really anywhere. I didn't see a video on how to play it. People may be playing it or live vids. I recently had time to learn it and I did, and I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I know that there isn't really anywhere else to find how to play this song. I know a lot of people would like to play this song. And so in this video, we're going to go over the verse and the intro. We're not going to go too much into the verses because there's a lot going on in them, and the video would be extremely long. We want to give you bits and pieces of it to make it easier to digest. So first, obviously, we'll go over the intro, the lead, and the rhythm. And we'll begin to get into the parts of the verse that are very vital that you'll see throughout the entire song. First things first, if you haven't read my info I put down below, then I'll just tell you what it is that's very important from it. You need to make sure that you're in drop B tuning, which is just B, F sharp, B, E, G sharp, C sharp. I can give you a little listen to it if you want. You need to make sure that you are in that tuning, otherwise it's not going to sound right, but you already should know that. And I'll begin here with the lead for the intro, and I'm going to play it through slowly, so you guys have an option to look at it if you don't understand what I say later on about how it works. So here it goes. Obviously the song's a lot faster, so I slowed it down a decent amount just so you guys get a look. I know it's not slow enough for you to really understand it, but believe me, it's tremendously slower. But here's how you start. You're going to take your finger and you're going to put it on the 12th fret of the 3rd string down from the top. Then what I like to do is I like to take my 3rd finger here, and I'm going to place on the 14th fret of the 3rd string up from the bottom, making it mobility and access easier for later on in the riff. If you feel me there. Because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this finger right here, your pinky, you're going to put it on the 15th fret of the 3rd string down from the top, which is the same one as you first started off with. So it's... and then you're just going to go down. So it's this. You're staying on the same string at this point after that. And that's just 15, 14, 12, 14, 15. Going down and up the string. After that, you're going to go to here again with your finger on the 14th fret and go, which is just 14, 12, 14 where you started. And then you're going to go 15, 14, 15. And you got to take this finger, which you haven't done anything with at this point, and put it on the 13th fret of the 2nd string up from the bottom. Now you're going to play it twice, and the only thing that changes between the riffs is that instead of just playing the 13 at the end here, you do 13, 15 on the same string. So here it is again. That's the lead there. Now the rhythm for this particular part is just the chords from the chorus, which are you're going to bar the top 3 strings here, and you're going to play on the 8th fret. And then it's just you're going to slide from 8 down to 7, still top 3 strings. Down from there to the 5th fret, still top 3 strings. And then you have a little chugging pattern after that, which just starts with the top 3 strings and stays there the entire time, minus a few little bits and pieces in between. But I'll play it through so you guys have an idea. It's still the same chords I already explained to you, so obviously in a rhythm fashion. this case, like I said, it's just the top 3 strings open, but there's a pattern. You know, you listen to it, it's open. Dugga 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 dugga. All palm muted at this point. Dut dut dugga. Triplets. And what that is just taking this finger, putting it on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string down from the top, taking this finger and putting it on the 5th fret of the 3rd string up from the bottom, and then just sliding that up, respectively, of course, to the 5th there. And what that is just you do the same pattern again, but at the end of it, instead of doing, you go up here, and you're going to bar the top 2 strings again on the 10th fret this time, and then you go right back into the rhythm, which is just... The only thing I changed there, instead of that 10, you do on the 3rd string down from the top, you're gonna do 7 5, and then you're gonna take this finger and put it on the 7th fret of the 2nd string down from the top, and that's gonna lead you right into the verse. So the verse here is it's a little repetitive, but you know, because it kind of just uses the same things over and over again, but that doesn't make it any less interesting. But because it's still a little difficult to play, especially at the speed of the song. And I'm just going to kind of play through it slowly because there's a lot going on and it's easy to miss some stuff here. So there's the majority of the verse there, because the next part that from the verse would lead right into the pre-verse type thing going on, and we don't want to get there yet. So what I did first is I took my fingers and I put one finger here on the 8th fret of the 2nd string down from the top on the 8th fret again, and I do a pull off from 12 8, so it's 8 12 8. So there, like that. And then what I do is I take this finger, my 2nd finger, I place it on the 10th fret of the top string, and I do 10, and then open. Like that. And what I do after that is just... And what that is just open top string each single time you hear me go. And that's 12, top, 10, top, 8, top, 7, top. Now this is going to change here is it's going to be 7th fret on the 3rd string down from the top, which then progresses to 10 of the 3rd string down up from the bottom, with no top in between, so it's just... And then after you hit this 10 here, you come to the top string, and you play, you put your finger on the 7th fret of the top string and hit that note, and then you go right back into the same pull off you did at the beginning, which is just... And you do 10 0 0 again, so it's just 10. And this time it's just... What that is, it's the same thing, it's the same beginning as part of it before it was. The only difference, instead of continuing to go down, you just, after you've hit this 10, you're going to place your finger and bar the top 3 strings on the 8th fret, and you go... The first 4 notes are palm muted, so it's... And that's the same for both. You just go from 8 to 5, top 3 strings. You palm mute the first 4 times you hit it, and then the 5th one you let it ring a little bit before sliding down. Now after you hit the 5th one, after you come down to the 5th fret, you go right back into the verse. And the intro again is the same. Like I said, it's just going to start with that pull off. The only thing that changes here is you're going to go and take your finger and you're going to put it on the 13th fret, second string down from the top, and go like that, 13, 12, 10. And then you're going to get that top palm muted again going. And you're going to, again, 7, 10. And then you're going to put your finger on the top string on the 7th fret. And do the pull off again. And again, the same thing before with the pull off. The only difference this time is that you're going to play top 3 strings palm muted on the 8th fret 4 times like before without the ring this time. And you're going to do a little pull off action going with 7, 10, 7 open. Like that. And then you're going to go down to the 5th fret like you did before and play it 4 times, all palm muted. And then just going to take your finger and you're going to put it on the 7th fret of the 2nd string down from the top, and then the 9th fret from the 3rd string up from the bottom. And you're going to just hit it once. And that's the verse. You're going to play that twice before you get into the pre-verse. So again, we'll go through it real slowly. So a little wrap up here.